Howdy there, neighbor.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Animal Crossing 365-Day Playthrough. The playthrough that nothing happens, but all the questions are wrong. Oh my god. That was a play on whose lines is it anyway. Today, I found the most beautiful stationery. I can't wait to write you later. Ooh la la! What do you think, Mom? Oh, Mom's making cookies! Aren't you, Mom? You're making cookies. Great. Alright, so since I've gotten this question in the comments of yesterday's video, I might as well just attempt to make a video on it. So today I'm going to attempt to do a flower tutorial, just pretty much on the knowledge of what I know of Animal Crossing. Now, it's raining, which is funny because it's raining today and it's raining on and off again. But just to let you know. So, as you guys can see, we got tulips here, we got roses here, we got, I think these are pansies, and I think these are posies. Or this may be the other way around. No, these are cosmos. Posies or something else. I don't know. Fuck, whatever. The name of the species doesn't matter. So, first, what I'm going to tell you guys right now. Let's say you want to breed flowers. Let's say you want to breed regular flowers. Usually, if you breed flowers of the same species, like this, you'll get the same species. So, an example would be down here. A flower already bred. A white flower. It could have bred with this flower, it could have bred with that flower, it could have bred with this flower, or this flower. Any one of them that's around it could have bred with them. Now, this isn't the ideal way to breed your flowers. You maybe want them having a line. Maybe one giant line of flowers is probably the best thing you could possibly do of the same flower, or a mixture of flowers. But you cannot crossbreed flowers. You cannot breed a Cosmo with a rose. You cannot do that. It's you cannot have intersexual relationships with flowers. It has to be of the same species. Now, depending on that flower species, creates different flowers. Like, let's say I had a red tulip and a white tulip right next to one another. Now, the red tulip and white tulip will end up creating a pink flower. Now, as you guys see, I had the pretty much same color of flower. There's a chance if you have two whites, it will create a blue. Especially for this, it'll create a blue or violet flower. This is a good chance to create a blue or violet flower, which I believe I do have somewhere, which I'll go over here. And you can, mix and match. There is tutorials online that you can mix and match stuff. Like I've made orange before. I've made pink, which is red and white. You mix a red and white flower to get pink. To get black, you mix red and red. And if you breed already... nothing happens when you breed already, bred flowers, unless they're the same kind, I believe. So that's pretty much that. Now, yeah, as you see, this was bred because there was a red rose and a white rose next to one another. And I believe this one was bred because there was a yellow rose and a white rose, and it bred an orange rose. Now, it doesn't need to be in a big mess like this. It definitely shouldn't be like this. Ideally, you don't want it like this. Now, to be able to breed flowers, you can figure out a way you could possibly do it. You could clear out an area, and you could, arrange flowers in a row and have them breed. And only have those flowers breed, because flower breeding happens when flowers spawn. And flowers spawn at 6 a.m. every single day in your town. You always got to take care of them. Always take care of your flowers. Don't buy too many if you're looking for a specific kind of breed. As you see right here, a pink rose was bred because there was a white rose here and a red rose. It could have been from here, but this red rose was the thing that made it breed. Now, having multiple things around it may bring up the chances of it, but the less flowers you have, the more chances you have of having a flower being bred. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a flower bred every single day on here. I haven't checked it yet, because most of the flowers are going to be in a row, as you guys see. So there's probably going to be a good chance every single day there's going to be at least a couple bred flowers. I don't know how many. I believe there's like 4 to 6 flowers that spawn every single day. Don't take my word for that. But let's say I'll use the example of the method that I I'm saying, now let's say this area is cleared, so I'll probably go to a more clearer part of this area. Let's see, I want to grab... What flowers are in abundance here? Alright, let's see. These... I'll grab all the tulips. And, oh, what are these? Oh, they're dandelions. They're gonna turn into the little blowy thingies pretty soon, so don't worry about those. Alright, so we got these flowers. Now, my advice for you to be able to breed flowers, which is something easy, and not as, I guess you say, time-consuming, is to break down an area off where no houses are really, nothing there. Have that area be the area where you breed flowers, alright? So let's, oh god, I can't pick anymore. Swap it? Yeah, let's swap it. I know there's a good area out there somewhere. I can't swap it with a flower? What kind of bullshit is that? I can't like plant a flower? That's ridiculous! But going on, let's see. Going on to an area that's cleared. I know up here is a little bit cleared. No, it's not. I lied to you. But a small clearing. This will do. So let's say you have a small clearing like this. Naturally, you would want to have your flowers. They have to be side by side, no matter what. So let's say I want to breed a white tulip with a yellow tulip, which should make something. I don't know what it'll make. I don't think it makes a special breed kind of flower. I think blue, black, and pink and orange are the only colors that are really breedable. I believe. I don't take my word for it. I believe. But so ideally you would want to have it like this. Now most people kind of say you should have the flower like this. They just got to be close to one another. They have to be close to one another to be able to initiate breeding. Now, ideally, you want to have an area around them, like an area around them where you could place a flower. So, a flower could spawn either here, 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 and if the tree wasn't there, here, here, and here. Pretty much anywhere around next to this flower, it could spawn. But just to make it easier on yourself and not making such a wide area so you can have it a little bigger, you could just put the flowers right next to one another, which I prefer, and you could just have them walk around. Around this area is an area where a flower will spawn, and that would help. Now, what I suggest is having multiple flowers of the same species together. I'm doing that in my New Leaf playthrough, and I'm technically doing it in here, except I'm doubling up a bit. And have them there, and there should be a good chance that one another should breed with one another. One of these should breed with one another, and it should work, hopefully. Now, I am taking away a space of it. I'm taking at least one space away from it, of where it could possibly breed, which I believe is okay. You don't need all the spaces, you just need space. It can't be enclosed, like it can't be surrounded by flowers. It won't breed if it's surrounded by flowers. And that's pretty much it. That's the basics to flower breeding. You could look online for the color patterns. I'm sure if you add... It's pretty easy to tell which colors add with specific colors. But that's pretty much what flower breeding is, and that's pretty much what this episode is. It's not hard. I know it takes a while. Definitely if you have a lot of flowers like I do, there's a good chance most of your flowers won't breed. Like if you only set up like this many right here, you need to set up a lot. Like a majority of your flowers you need to set up to breed. If you want to start breeding flowers, different kind of flowers, together, you definitely want to have like a long line, multiple lines of flowers, obviously giving them space. So, you know, right, you wouldn't put another line right here, you put another line where this tree is, you know, and then another line right here before the tree. You know, just keep one space in between of them, so they have places to grow, or two spaces. Either way, whatever, you want to utilize your space as best as you possibly can, and water your flowers every single day. Take care of your flowers. Flowers always spawn, so sometimes your neighbors plant flowers of their own. So, you know, You may get lucky, like I do get lucky. I don't intentionally set them up to breed. I did have like probably around 6 flowers up here, if you guys recall. I was trying to breed black roses up here right before I changed everything around here, and it didn't work because I had a whole bunch of flowers in my town already to begin with. And you might as well just try to breed them in mass instead of breeding them in a small kind of condensed kind of area. So that's definitely my advice for you if you have a large flower population. If you don't have a large flower population, then it'll be easier for you not to be breeding in mass. But it definitely is something that I do want to recommend to you. So that's today's episode, me explaining flower breeding, and that's pretty good since I've had my share with it, and it hasn't been wrong yet. I've done it. You guys seen me do it, so it's like, you know. But that's today's episode explaining flower breeding. I guess I could do this with anything else, but I don't know. Until next time, my name is Luna. As always, stay frosty.